We are back again. I'm your new, significantly more talented host, Isabelle Wiessman, and this season is going to be action-packed from start to finish. We've got awards, live shows, dancing gorillas, a flying laser beam shooting tiger. It's going to be off the hook, as the kids say, because this is the Oneonta Movie Show! Woo! From the IRC studios in Oneonta, New York, let's get down to business. First, we gotta reintroduce our esteemed panel here, and we will start, as always, with the man who will guide our lost soul to the other side with Davy Jones or whatever they did in those dumb pirate movies. But it's Chris Turnbull.
Hey guys, just came back from a fantastic winter break and a great Oscar season with great movies, which we're going to talk about here on the show. And we also had a little event yesterday called the Super Bowl with a bunch of new movie trailers to talk about, so hope you'll enjoy the show.
Next up, he's got a mane that would make a Clydesdale blush, Mike Pappas.
As you can see, Mountain Dew dropped me, so try the new Jim Beam, sponsored by moi.
Our next panelist, I've heard, can hack a vending machine using only his power of interpretive dance. It's Matt Bearkland.
Thank you very much, Isabelle. I want to thank you for having me on the show. It's going to be great. You are an excellent host. Hello out there, America. We're going to make the Oneonta Movie Show great again. We got so much to talk about tonight. It's going to be huge. Hit him with the high and get back to you, Isabelle.
And finally, John Puzakulics.
Hello, everybody. It is so great to be back here on the movie show. I've seen so many great, incredible movies over the past couple of months. I'm really excited that the Oscars are coming up, and I'm really looking forward to a great show and an incredible Oscar season. Back to you.
Let's not waste any more time. We've got movies to talk about. Last night, there was a sports game on or something. I forget if it was baseball or foosball. Who cares? Go watch Sideliners if you want to talk about sports. But they did show some pretty sweet trailers. Chris, what was your favorite and, more importantly, least favorite trailer from last night?
Well, my favorite trailer had to be the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer because now it was bright, colorful, had some great jokes and humor, and most importantly, did not reveal any of the plot, which I'm very happy about.
Without a doubt,
Yeah, well,
that was my favorite.
Plus, they've done that like with the teaser trailer in the beginning, and it's nice to see like the consistent pattern going. So, I'm all for it. I'm all for Guardians too. I love the first one. So.
Yep.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Like, of course, you got Star-Lord, Gamora, Drax, Rocket, Baby Groot, Nebula, Yondu, all those characters coming back. And you got some new characters like Mantis, Ego, the Living Planet. So that'll be fun.
Oh yeah, the original trailer for Guardians 2, that was spectacular. The trailer they showed last night on the Super Bowl, that was also just amazing. And clearly Marvel can always make incredible trailers for their upcoming movies.
I mean, yeah.
I am Groot.
What my least favorite trailer though of the night, I have to say, was, of course, Transformers: The Last Night.
Yeah.
And
I
I like Transformers as a
biased.
property. But whenever Michael Bay makes one of these, he makes the exact same movie over and over and over again.
But are they bad movies? Is that?
I mean, I think they are. They're bad characters. They don't represent the Transformers very well as characters. I mean, they made in like 3 of these movies, they made Optimus Prime into a killing machine, which kind of gets the point.
Like, I'm pretty sure we can all agree that we basically have no hopes for the Transformers.
That's
movie.
fair. I can agree with that.
Honestly, I've given up since the third one. I haven't watched the fourth one. I haven't watched the last one
Michael
before
Bay's
Mark
trying
Wahlberg.
Wait, did you say that you have not seen the one with Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah, I didn't even bother. I've totally given up on that.
You are a
franchise.
lucky.
Well, hey, Mike, how come you're not watching my movie, man? We could do some great stuff. It's gonna be a big thing, It could be huge.
Sorry, Marky Mark.
Also, what is
Marky Mark.
Anthony Hopkins doing in this?
I have no clue. This is weird
man.
casting,
I didn't
man.
write this.
He just came off of Westworld, which is a great TV show, although we're not about TV shows, we're about movies.
Yes.
But yeah, I guess I would assume he's doing it for a paycheck, but who knows? Maybe he just really wanted to be in a Transformers movie. It's his dream, maybe.
It's a Transformers movie, so It was probably just for a paycheck.
Well, I think they're just trying to Nick Cage it at this point. Sooner or later, they're going to keep doing horrible movies until they finally get a hit with Transformers.
I mean, this is, according to news anyway, this is apparently Michael Bay's last Transformers movie, although he said that many times. It's going to be his last.
Didn't he
but-
also say that about the last one?
Yep.
Boy
He said
Who
that one
Cried
I'm looking
Wolf.
for that too.
Eventually, they're going to have to
happens.
reboot the whole thing.
It happens, but...
It kind of needs a reboot right now.
I mean, apparently they have a writing
good
room
one.
for this and actually have some decent writers for it, which is the main
Really?
crux of the Transformers movies, I think, is that they
Yeah.
are terribly written. So hopefully this will be better, but we're not...
Wait a minute.
We don't have any hope
Like,
right
who's
now.
up for writing it, or do you know? Or
I think the original writers of Iron Man are going to be doing it.
Oh, okay.
In that case, it might
Okay,
be
so
something.
that helps. That might help a little bit.
Maybe.
But we can't. We won't
although,
know for sure until the release date.
as shown by Zack
Because
Snyder,
you
you
buy
can
a trailer,
ruin
that's what I've
you
learned.
can ruin a decent script by
That's
just being a
true.
director.
Yeah, can't argue with you there.
It's still directed by Michael Bay, so
Yeah, yeah. So I guess the overall consensus is best trailer, Guardians, worst trailer, Transformers.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Pirates trailer too. Honestly, you know, it's great to see Pirates of the Caribbean back. I mean, I didn't like the fourth one, but it didn't really take me out of like being a Pirates fan. Still, like I still like that they brought back Orlando Bloom as Will Turner.
I'm just
Yeah.
Like I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with it.
yeah. It seems to be another army of dead pirates, like the first one. It's very.
I
similar
know
to
that's
that.
I know that's
guess
the only thing
the other
though.
part-
One thing I could say about Pirates is, I was honestly like, I was not too sure about this upcoming Pirates movie after hearing what would have been the original ending to Birdman, but the first trailer for Pirates did seem very, very good.
Yeah.
And this trailer last night was also pretty good. I'll say I'm not entirely sure how I feel about them playing Johnny Cash over this film that's set in the 1700s.
Hey, it worked for the Wolverine trailer.
Yeah.
That's the thing going on right now. Johnny Cash songs and trailers.
Sure.
That's the big thing.
Speaking
Gotta
of
love Johnny
Logan,
Cash.
the little Super Bowl ad they had going on there was pretty
Yeah,
good.
not a
Amazing Grace,
lot of new
like-
footage, but they still had good
Yeah.
song.
I think that's the thing, though. They don't want to show too much before the movie comes out, so that's good.
All right.
All right.
And then we also got, I think one of the funnier ones that I
All
watched
right.
was Baywatch. That was kind of...
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not sure how I feel about that one.
That was pretty good. Let's move on to what's next.
Well, that was a good old time. Back in the saddle again, as they say. But before we continue, we must hear from our incredibly fine sponsors. What? We don't have sponsors? Oh, well, then here's a commercial or something.
I will get up and walk the dog at 6:30 a.m. I will eat some fruit as part of my breakfast. I will shave. I will clean the sink after I shave. I will be at work by 8 a.m. I will sit through 2-hour meetings. I will say yes when you want me to say yes. I will be quiet when you don't want to hear me say no. I will take your call. I will listen to your opinion of my friends. I will listen to your friends' opinions of my friends. I will be civil to your mother. I will put the seat down. I will separate the recycling. I will carry your lip balm. I will watch your vampire TV shows with you. I will take my socks off before getting into bed. I will put my underwear in the basket. And because I do this, I will drive the car I want to drive. Charger, man's last stand.
Welcome back. In honor of the upcoming Old People Watching Boring Movie Awards, Oscars, we are going to break down some of the major awards that will be given on February 27th. We're going to start with Best Actor. The nominees for Best Actor are Andrew Garfield, Hacksaw Ridge, Ryan Gosling, La La Land, Denzel Washington, Fences, Casey Affleck, Manchester by the Sea, and Viggo Mortensen, Captain Fantastic.
Alrighty, so Best Actor. You know, I kind of having like conflicted views on this one. At first going with Casey Affleck because I saw Manchester by the Sea.
Yeah.
I did like his performance
Casey
in
Yeah,
it.
Affleck was
Casey
perfect.
Affleck, he has won a ton of Best Actor awards, but he surprisingly didn't win the Screen Actors Guild Award, which
Well, you can't win.
that's
I
usually
know.
a pretty decent predictor for the
Right.
Oscars.
I know it's
Yeah.
just like it really conflicts too because like now like maybe Gosling may be the favorite going in and he may
Gosling's
win
a
La La
pretty
Land.
face.
Yeah, basically after the SAG Awards, I was starting to think like I was starting to think like maybe
Casey Affleck.
could possibly go to someone else besides Affleck.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I think Casey Affleck was given a role that was better for his acting chops.
Yeah.
I liked Ryan Gosling in La La Land, but it wasn't a extraordinary transcendent role or anything.
No, it was like- he's pretty much playing the
whereas
same
Casey
thing.
Affleck was like his role and his acting in it was legitimately heartbreaking, at least
Yeah.
in my opinion. So I hope he wins.
Right.
But I'm not entirely sure because the Oscars sometimes go back and forth on these kind of
I
things.
can't say for certain because I haven't seen all the all the all these actors in their nominated movies, but I can say for certain that Casey Affleck deserves it, and his performance was just really well. You can really relate to the character, and I think that's important for a film.
yeah, like I'll also say like I've only seen 2 of those Oscar-nominated performances in the leading role category, but while I would like it for, well, I'm pretty sure it just might be Affleck, but I think Denzel's definitely at least a worthy contender for the award, because, I mean, I did see Fences, and I really enjoyed it. He would definitely steal the show. Like, he did give so many incredible monologues throughout
Right.
basically the entire opening was monologues of his, but he was still, like, definitely keeping you encapsulated in the movie, and I think it's definitely worthy of this nomination.
Yeah, I mean, Fences was, of course, based on a play, so that's why it takes place in majority of single location.
Right.
Yeah,
And
but for the record, that was actually a play that the entire cast was actually in the original production.
yes, I was just about to say that. Denzel Washington has been in the Fences play, and then he came into the movie, so he was very familiar with the material
Right.
going in. So having him have a fantastic performance is not that surprising, but it's still good to see, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah. But maybe it's maybe they surprise us and Gosling wins La La Land,
All right, well,
Yep.
we'll just have to see what happens.
Yes.
Great performances all around,
Right.
but we'll see who is the de facto winner soon.
Yep.
All right.
So what's next?
Next up is Best Actress, which the nominees are Emma Stone, La La Land, Isabelle Huppert, Elle, Ruth Negga, Loving, Meryl Streep, Florence Foster Jenkins, and Natalie Portman, Jackie.
Well, like I said, I haven't seen all the Oscar-nominated movies yet, but I did see Loving this few weeks back, and I thought it was just a beautiful movie about the whole interracial marriage concept. And I thought that her performance was very realistic. It was very good, and I just could really see the passion in her performance. So I think that was pretty important. You guys?
I only saw I think Emma Stone La La Land I think is the only one out of like the actress nominations that I've really seen and I'm kind of familiar with. I think mostly it'll be her. I think it'll be either her or Meryl Streep because she gets
Meryl
like, a lot.
Streep is an Oscar
Meryl
darling.
Streep's,
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
She has 3 wins under her belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not personally not too confident that Meryl Streep will win, but I mean,
Yeah.
I gotta say, I am personally rooting for Emma Stone.
Yeah,
But
you can pretty much-
another one that a lot of people have been thinking is Natalie Portman for Jackie.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, Jackie takes place sometime after JFK was assassinated
Right.
and it's basically about her Jackie's experiences in wake of that event. So it's I've seen it. It's her performance is very good in it.
Yep.
But I
She
still
does look like her in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that helps too.
But again, I am rooting for Emma Stone just because I thought she was a surprisingly good singer in that, and I don't know, I just really enjoyed her performance a lot. And I do recognize that because it's a movie that takes place in Hollywood, that Hollywood might go towards that movie instead of others because
We'll comment on that one for another award that's coming up.
Yep. Yeah, we'll definitely mention that. But yeah, I think very good nominees all around. I can't remember the actress's name, but main actress in the movie Hidden Figures. I'm surprised she wasn't nominated.
Yeah,
that was pretty surprising actually.
Because I forget her name, but she had a great monologue in that.
Yeah.
But again, we'll see what happens when the Oscars come up later this month.
Isabelle, what's next?
The nominees for Best Director are Mel Gibson, Hacksaw Ridge, Barry Jenkins, Moonlight, Kenneth Lonergan, Manchester by the Sea, Denis Villeneuve, Arrival, and Damien Chazelle, La La Land.
Well, I gotta say, like, a couple nights ago, Damien Chazelle did win the DGA award, which
Right.
is a major predictor, especially for Best Director. So I'm thinking it probably will go to him for La La Land. But another thing, like I'm personally glad that Mel Gibson did get nominated because I mean
he's been out of the game for a long time.
yes,
Yeah,
but
I think for
he
good
has,
reason.
but he has lately had some tough times through his career and personal issues. But I feel like this could definitely be a good way for him to, I want to say, like start
If we weren't a censored show, I would
renewing
love
his
to play
career
some
because
stuff.
I feel like this Academy's really starting to remind everyone how skilled he is as a filmmaker.
Yeah, I mean, he is. I mean, think of what you ever want. Think of whatever you want about him personally, but man, can he direct a movie?
Yeah.
He really
I still absolutely love
I honestly, I'm rooting for the director of Moonlight just because the cinematography in that movie is so gorgeous. Like,
yeah.
it takes place in, I think, Orlando, Florida, or somewhere around there, and every shot is just gorgeous, even though the places that they film are not very flattering in the slightest.
Yeah, right now I'm kind of in the fence between Arrival and Manchester by the Sea. Arrival was a good sci-fi film and it had a lot of drama in it, which I like. But Manchester by the Sea is more of a relatable story in the sense it deals with death, it deals with moving on and like accepting the past, and that's important. And like he really caught that in his film. And I don't know. It's like-
I'm mostly looking at Damien Chazelle. I think because La La Land was like original, like from him. This was like all from him. Like wasn't taken from anything. Like he put a lot of work into it. So I feel like he's the one that deserves it.
This was Damien Chazelle's passion project, a musical written directly for the screen, not for the stage like most of them usually are.
Yeah, if
Right.
I can, if it reminds me of anything, it reminds me of actually Singing in the Rain, the original. Because that was also another musical that took place in Hollywood about people trying to become famous.
Yes, that's
Definitely.
true.
So honestly, yeah, all the contenders for Best Director this year are great, I think, and I'd be happy if any of them won.
Yes.
All right, what's next?
And finally, the nominees for Best Picture are La La Land, Arrival, Lion, Hell or High Water, Hidden Figures, Moonlight, Hacksaw Ridge, Manchester by the Sea, and Fences.
All right. So now we get into the discussion of Best Picture, and of course I'm just going to
Big
mention
one.
right off the bat La La Land.
Yeah.
Because the Academy has a history of, if for those of you who don't know, that unlike other award shows which are determined by critics, the Academy is determined by directly Oscars or past winners.
Right.
And because of this, they tend to go towards more movies that take place in Hollywood. And
Right,
of
but they're
course, La La Land is a movie about making it in
They're
Hollywood and the
biased
struggle
that
of
way.
that. And
Really
there's
biased.
obviously a bias there. So
Yeah, I've
that's
seen,
that's
like-
the obvious pick
Yeah,
for
I
the
mean,
winner.
we have seen that sort of thing happen a couple years ago with Birdman, a couple years before with Argo.
Yeah.
Oh, and
And-
the artist.
The artist, let's see, what else? There was also
Well, way back Chicago
Right.
also.
Chicago, yes.
Yeah, but they're like I've seen half of these, half the movies listed, and like any one of them could be nominated for the like best. It should win Best Picture. Like Manchester by the Sea, I think tells a brilliant story. Arrival takes a different look on the sci-fi genre. Hell or High Water, classic western, but it's like modernized.
Yeah, I do-
Hidden Fingers, good
Yeah,
historical.
I would say one film that I would like to see win, while I still am rooting for La La Land, I would like to see Hell or High Water win because
Yeah.
this is a Western. It does take place in modern time. I feel like, and we've only seen like a few times where a Western film has won Best
Yeah.
Picture, and I feel like this movie
Chris
really
Pine, Ben Foster, Jeff Bridges.
is. Jeff
all
Bridges,
great.
yes. And yes, there are so many worthy contenders for this award.
Yep, I think La La Land's the obvious one, but we'll see what happens in the end. It could be anything at this
Yeah, I'm
point.
definitely going for La La Land too.
All right,
Ditto.
what's next?
All right, well, there you have it, the definitive predictions for the Oscars. If you haven't placed your bets, now would be the time after that incredible insight. We've got one more commercial break, and when we come back, it wouldn't be an Oscar season without talking about some good old snubs. Stay tuned.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
And that's the last time I threw a beer around our test.
I believe you, man. What a time. All right, so that'll do it for another episode of The Sideliners on Wire TV.
And this, The Sideliners.
Bring this sweet.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov.
It's Judgment Day, boys. I'm your judge, your jury, and your executioner. I know you all know what you're doing here, but to reiterate for the beautiful fans at home, you will have 15 seconds for an opening statement about your movie, and there will be an indefinite amount of time for yelling at each other, or debating, as some might call it. And then I pick a winner based on who gave the best argument with the most facts and showed the most passion. Are you ready?
Yep.
The question for tonight's debate is, what movie should have been nominated for Best Picture? Chris, you're ready, I presume?
Yep.
And
All right. My nominee is Deadpool because I thought it was a perfect adaptation of the source material. It was constantly funny, had a ton of heart, great comedic scenes, great action, and overall just a really well-rounded movie that deserved to be nominated.
all right, time. Okay, Mike, are you ready?
Yep.
And go.
My nominee is Captain America: Civil War. This was very anticipated this year, and in my mind, it delivered. You got Captain America, Iron Man, who first superhero versus superhero, Avenger versus Avenger. Who's gonna win?
And time.
Find out.
All right. Okay, Matt, you are next. Are you ready?
I think so.
And go.
Okay, my nomination to this is Rogue One, a Star Wars story. It's very different from all the other movies done before this. Felicity Jones, excellent actor, and it's just a decent story. What can I say? Great sci-fi stuff.
Right, time. Okay. And John, are you ready?
Oh, yes.
Show 'em what you got. Go.
So, my movie is Zootopia. This is an animated movie, but it had so much heart. It was incredibly well written. The voice cast was amazing, and it also really did such a great job at touching on this major issue that permeates society.
Bang. Time. Nicely done. All right. Everyone has spoken. Whoever would like to comment on someone else's argument, you may begin now.
All right. Firstly, Captain America: Civil War. Why did you pick that? Because at the end of the day, these are standalone movies, and Captain America: Civil War as a standalone film does not work.
But it doesn't matter if it's a standalone movie. Like if it's anticipated in the box office as a hit, it should be a best movie. It should be a best movie of the year at least.
Both anticipated. Those were, you could say the same thing about me and Chris's movies. What's different?
Here's a
about
question.
yours?
Oh, yeah, you know what? Let's touch on that. What does make Deadpool worthy of Best Picture exactly?
It is a perfect adaptation of exactly what it wanted to be. It has all the heart. It actually has a surprising amount of heart between Deadpool and his lover in the movie, which wasn't needed, but it was greatly added into the film.
So,
it has great comedy. It's a great, perfect adaptation in costume and in character from the original comics.
But do you think anyone in the Council of Oscar people are going to nominate it for Best Picture?
I think they should, yes, over Rogue One.
The
A movie where characters you don't care about.
Well,
Deadpool basically had the same plot we see in almost every single movie.
You have a stereotypical buddy cop movie. That is what Zootopia is.
Really?
And an animated picture cannot be nominated for Best Picture.
The problem
Really? You think that
is, though, it tried too hard with the violence and the cursing. Like, it went all out.
That's the point, though. That is Deadpool. That is a perfect adaptation of exactly what it wanted to be.
But at the same time, it gets repetitive, and it kind of gets tiring after a while.
It doesn't get repetitive, and I'll tell you why. Normally, I would agree with you. But they do the flashback sequences, and so Deadpool isn't on the screen all the time. And not only do you get his backstory, but he isn't too annoying, and he's there for a perfect amount of screen time, as far as I'm concerned.
But I'm talking about the cursing and the repetitive cursing in it.
You
Like,
could say the same thing about
You could say the
same thing about
superheroes versus superheroes.
That was not really needed. It was just there to be like, oh, it's a rated R superhero film. Look what we could do.
Well, no, that's just what Deadpool is. A very crude humor. He does a lot of cursing. That's sort of his thing. That's what he does.
Okay, but there was just some that was like really not needed.
Fair. But Captain America: Civil War,
it does
not work as a standalone movie, and that's what the Oscars are. If you're going to see an Oscar movie,
okay, but that's what makes it different from all the other nominees.
Yeah. Exactly.
No, honestly, Michael
All
is more
right, guys,
outstanding.
I think that's enough. Chris, you have 20 seconds to make a closing statement. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, go.
All right. Deadpool is a perfect adaptation as far as costume and character of exactly what it wants to be. Has great heart, great humor, great acting, directing debut from Tim Miller. Ryan Reynolds is perfect casting. Overall, every element of this movie is to the fullest of its potential, and it just works on every level.
All right, time. Mike, now you have 20 seconds to make a closing statement. Are you ready?
Yep.
Go.
You got Iron Man and Captain America going at it. It turned out great because it ended up being a box office hit with 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, and that's how I feel it should have been a Best Picture nod.
All right. You have 5 more seconds. Anything else to add?
Not really.
Not really? All right, stop. Now, Matt, you have 20 seconds to make your closing statement. You ready?
Okay, yeah.
Start.
The reason that I thought this Rogue One was an excellent movie is because it's very unique. It has a good story with Jyn Erso. It's not a Star Wars movie. It's completely different. It takes place in that universe, but it's a whole new story and opens up a whole new chapter into the whole universe of that movie area.
All right, time. Nicely said. John, you also have 20 seconds to make your closing statement. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, start.
Okay. This movie is very well written. It is a unique story from different kinds of characters. The voice cast can really encapsulate the entire story, and also a movie doesn't have to be live action just to be worthy of being nominated for this incredible award.
And time. Sorry for cutting you off there. It's time for me to make my decision based on the arguments presented. So, the winner is John, because now I kind of want to see Zootopia. Congratulations. That's all the time that we have tonight. I'm Isabelle Wiessman. Thanks for tuning in to our season premiere. Stick with us. We've got some great things coming. Until then, have a good one.